This is the new iPhone SE. It is an updated iPhone 8 with iPhone 11's camera and A13 chip, and it costs as much as Google Pixel 3a. The new iPhone SE comes in this nicely designed box. Inside the box we're greeted with some papers, stickers, the new iPhone SE itself, blow dryer for Smurfs, lightning to USB cable, and the 5-watt charger that I'm running out of ways to make fun of. Alright, on with the sizzle test. The new iPhone SE is a great device for people who wants a simpler phone that runs iOS, supports Apple services, takes great photos, doesn't burn a hole in the pocket, yet still delivers the essentials in today's standards. Think of it this way: a person who doesn't care about edge-to-edge screen, triple camera system, night mode, audio zoom, Dolby sound, 4-meter water resistance, HDR display, ultra wideband. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And yeah, of course, Slofi can get a 128GB iPhone SE2, 5th generation Apple Watch 44mm, and AirPods Pro, and that would cost only $28 more than 64GB iPhone 11 Pro Max. This thing is light, small. If you drop it and break it, and if you don't have warranty, it only costs $129 to get the screen fixed. And no one actually talks about this, but there's an Apple Store in every corner. You're basically buying a phone that will get you 5 years software support, Apple Music, Arcade, TV, FaceTime, Blue Text, AirDrops, Find Friends, Apple Pay, HomeKit, Wi-Fi calling, without selling your privacy. Plus, if you get the Red Edition, you're supporting a really good cause. When it comes to performance, iPhone SE is simply dancing with the flagships. In Geekbench CPU test, it is right there with iPhone 11 series. In low power mode, actually it got a higher score. And when we switch to compute test, SE is leading the pack. When we look at Antutu, you can see that similarly priced Pixel 3a is performing worse than iPhone 8. Now, let's jump into Adobe Rush and export 3.58GB 4K MP4 file to 1080p to see how much real power these devices have. We can't have Pixel 3a in this test because 3a is not compatible. iPhone SE finishes almost at the same time with iPhone 11 Pro Max, and that is such a great performance. The single camera system without any depth sensors, extra lenses may sound less impressive, but the processing power combined with the neural engine and software algorithms, this device can take pretty impressive photos. Since we have one camera on iPhone SE2, it uses computational photography to create the portrait mode. But let's see how well it performs compared to iPhone 11 Pro Max. For this test, I found this random citizen. She's just walking around. She should be staying home. Compared to iPhone 11 Pro Max's wide-angle portrait mode, they both performed pretty good. The dynamic range is good. However, they both failed to register the gap between her hair and her neck. Compared to iPhone XR, which also has a single camera system, overall photo on SE2 is simply better. And when we compare the $350 iPhone SE to $350 Pixel 3a, you can see that Apple isn't joking around. The front-facing camera takes really impressive portrait mode photos as well. Actually, in this one it took care of the gap between her hair and neck. Even though portrait mode only works with people for now, you can use all the lighting effects to create great looking photos. When it comes to video stabilization, iPhone SE2 falls a little behind iPhone 11 Pro Max if you start running. iPhone SE supports extended dynamic range up to 4K 30 frames per second. iPhone 11 series supports up to 4K 60 frames per second. So when the cameras are set to 4K 60 frames per second, the lack of extended dynamic range looks like this. Yes, the new iPhone SE screen looks a little dated. It's not as shiny as iPhone X, XS or 11. But I love the fact that it is made from space-grade aluminum. It has wireless charging if you're into that sort of thing. And the red, this red one, it comes in 3 colors, black, white, and red. This red looks really good in real life. The only thing that felt weird to me is swiping from bottom up for the control center and taking screenshots like this, and if you want to turn off the phone, you just hold down the power button. What is that? It's so old school. This thing is like a 2017 BMW with a Ferrari engine in it. In an era where everyone is trying to release the next big flagship phone, I think Apple did a really clever move and just updated one of its old phones. And I think this phone is going to be one of the best-selling iPhones this year. Alright, this was just a quick look at the new iPhone SE. I'll be diving into it deeper soon, but until I do that, please let me know what you think about the new generation iPhone SE. Is this something you prefer, or do you prefer more fancier phones? Do you prefer phones for its looks, or do you prefer phones for what it does? Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and play Ding Dong Ditch with the bell next to it. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın.